Alright, today we're having a look at Jellyfish Jive by Polygon Nostalgia. Alright, so here we are in Jellyfish Jive by Polygon Nostalgia. No I in Nostalgia, so I guess that was a wrong part on me. Hello. This feels okay. First, it's very charming. It's got a very big like LBP1 feel with the type of materials used and the way that they're being shaped. Do see like a couple things, like you notice how the jellyfish, you can see where they're hanging from, so that's maybe a bit of a presentation issue. The mail person is dumping mail in my mail slot right now, which is, I didn't really need the distraction. I can't see that sign. Does it say, okay, beware. I'm guessing they're warning us that these jellyfish are quite dangerous. Not unlimited life checkpoints, by the way. Daring, quite daring. Giving us a challenge, Polygon is. But it seems nice enough for where it is. Where am I supposed to go? Hold on a second here. Where do you want me to be? Is the thing? Hold up. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. I can hang on the walls. That's maybe not great. Well, question marks? I'm confused. We've got jellyfish. There doesn't seem to be any... Okay, that was me. I accept the fact that that was me. There doesn't seem to be any way down? I don't mean to keep on killing myself like that, but I'm trying to see if there's another path. Now the light here, although I don't think you can change the brightness of electricity, but it is very bright, and maybe that's blocking off something I should be able to see. Is there like a platform here? Or maybe, like, did something not load in? What am I not seeing? I'm so sorry, Polygon. I hope this is not just something simple that I'm missing and I'm screwing up. There's no... I mean, we didn't miss a switch, right? We can't jump on that because that's electrified. Nothing here. Nope. Oh, fudge. Okay, well, we had to go up there, but... We found a secret. Secrets are cool. I'm a big fan of secrets. But... Right? This is just back at the beginning. I went all the way back to the beginning because I just got confused. Oh, fudge! That's the timer. Well, I'm gonna have to work out the mystery of this, later, but, we'll talk to you back at the hub. See yas! And we're back in Jellyfish Jive by Polygon Nostalgia, and it's an orange diamond. I think it could be polished up into a yellow square, but there are definitely some issues going on with this one that I think would need to be resolved to make it a little bit of a smoother experience. Now, we didn't get to see a lot of the level during the first impressions video, and that's because of one issue that we need to address first off. So we got to that section where we were stuck, and it looked like on the right there was a wall that was blocking progress completely, and I'd assumed that there was something, you know, there, because usually when you've got a camera that's on a tight zone, the message given to the player is that, like, something is going to happen in that zone, either like a cutscene or a power-up is going to be revealed, or there's some puzzle that you need to do, but it's almost like the camera is telling you to stop and do something. So we stopped because it looked like, well, we can't progress, and then we couldn't figure out what to do, and actually all we needed to do was just to go forward one layer and then just progress to the right. but the way that the camera is angled there, you can't actually see that that layer is open. And another little bit of kind of messaging to the player, the point bubbles are in the back layer, the layer that'll be blocked if you're trying to, if you were where we were. So again, like, you've got all these signals to the player, like where the player is supposed to be, where we expect the player to be, and you know how we expect the player to engage in this zone, and everything is signaling to us that be in the layer that we're in and kind of stop and absorb this section. So I think that just by tilting the camera a little bit or shifting the camera a little bit over to the right, either tilting the camera so that it's, you know, to the left so that we can view the open area, or shifting it, like panning it over to the right so that we could see the opening. And that would make it much more clear that no, you're not supposed to stop here. You're just supposed to smoothly progress on. And I noticed that in other levels that I looked at from Polygon Nostalgia, that particularly in Sackboy and the Mansion of Malice, and then also a little bit in What Are You Doing? And it seems like Polygon has got a thing for odd camera angles, where, you know, things are like canted down at really sharp angles or canted to the side at really sharp angles, and at times it kind of obscures how you're supposed to engage with the level, how you're supposed to progress with the level, and we just got kind of caught in that in this section. But as I said, the level does progress on. Following the bit that we were in, there's a really neat kind of quote-unquote roller coaster section, and this kind of made me feel as though not only was this kind of a nostalgic recreation of the LBP experience, but it made me wonder a little bit if this was in fact an LBP1 level that had been republished into LBP3, because to start off the roller coaster, there's a bit of dissolved material there, which we didn't really need to use post LBP1, but it was, you know, kind of the common technique at the time. It was the only technique available at the time to destroy materials in the level without actually blowing them up with explosives. And the roller coaster itself is on glass so that it could slide, which was another thing that was quite common at that time. I love the roller coaster bit. Like, it's really fun. It's a really charming section there, and something that I enjoyed. But it did, like, very much not only harken back to the feel of LBP1, but actually how we did things in that era. So it did make me wonder if maybe there was something going on with that. Something else that kind of made me feel that way as well, and negative side, is lighting issues in the level, particularly on the jellyfish. It's like there's a fairy light in them or something, but that's cranked up really, really high, really, really brightly, to the point where it can really obscure what you're supposed to be doing, or where in fact you are. There's one section where you gotta, like, pull a block in between these two jellyfish, and it's so bright that you actually can't see your sack thing when you're there. And so that was, you know, it's a bit of an issue. It's not a super huge issue, but I mean, it's very hard on the eyes, to be perfectly honest, and it would be nice to have those toned down a little bit. Now in the level, there's kind of a two-spot boss fight where you've got the Jellyfish King that kind of... Where did we go? I have no idea where we went. There we are. This hub is such a pain in the butt, let me tell you. I never want to use this hub again. It's an old one, and it really needs to be redone completely from scrap. But that's another issue for another day. Oh god. Anyways, so you fight the Jellyfish King, and that's all well and fun, but I've lost my train of thought completely. Excuse me, I apologize for this. The first section where the Jellyfish King kind of drops down from above, and you're going to do a little bit of platforming, pull a couple of switches, and then you'll be able to hit a character brain, a creature brain on the bottom, and blow up the legs. And then you move on a little bit, and there's going to be, you know, you got to run past some jellyfish coming from the right and the left, and then you go up to a section where the Jellyfish King is dropping down onto a platform that's going to electrify. And that one's like a little bit weird because the electricity actually comes through a little bit after the Jellyfish King actually lands on it, so it's kind of hard to judge the timing of that section. Also in that section, the switch is put really close to the platform, so it's easy to just grab the switch as soon as you see it, pull it over to the right, but that puts your sack thing on the platform itself, which means that you can actually get killed there just by triggering the next part of what you're supposed to be doing. So that boss battle as well, I think, needs to be worked with a little bit. Maybe make the switch platform extend a little bit over more to the left so that you can move the switch over to that section. Also in that section, the switch is not locked down. It's a movable object, so you can actually kind of pull the switch in the wrong area if you hit it with enough momentum. So that's another issue there. I think like a lot of this is the issues in this level, and I did enjoy the level. I want to point that out. I did enjoy the level quite a lot as a little bit of a trip down memory lane, but it needs polish, and I think another couple of editing go-throughs. Make sure that the cameras are looking in the right areas, making sure that, you know, platforms are the right sizes, and little issues like that, and polish them up, and I think we could get this up pretty easily to a yellow square. Now I know we've already kind of talked for a while here, and the episode is already a little bit longer than it usually is, but I'm going to do something that's a bit unusual for us in that I'm going to put the entire episode without the entire level without commentary after this section, so that y'all can actually see it. We didn't get a chance to show it off, and I feel that's because it was, you know, partially the level's fault, but it was also partially mine. I feel it's a little bit unfair to Polygon Nostalgia, so that we could see the entire level. I'm going to put it after this. It's about like 5 minutes or so. So just take a look through that. You can see me struggling with stick drift because my controller recently is bunk. I need a new controller, and I ain't got the money for it. So that is a little bit of a problem, but this is life as an adult. These are things that you have to deal with. But I think that pretty much does it for us here this go about. Polygon, I had a lot of fun with the level. I know there were a lot of points there that I was a little bit negative on, but I really did enjoy it, and I really do appreciate you. Oh, this hub, this I need to fix this so badly. But that does do it for us here this go about. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.